God first introduced me to my superpower when I was just 4 years old. I was in the classroom. The class had just finished this one time just before the Christmas break. And I got my first report card, right? Report card. I don't know what to call it in England. Almost like check-up from the head teacher. And the head teacher wrote, "He's too loud." 2 years later, we were sitting in the classroom. It was tidy up time. We were rushing. We were trying to do it because the teacher was urging us with a timer, right? Saying, "Get it done quicker." And there were 30 seconds left. And I was screaming, apparently. I was screaming. Didn't sound like it to me. I was just trying to lead the brothers inside of the classroom to tidy up quicker, even though I wasn't doing much myself. The head teacher came storming down from the office and started screaming at me, saying, "You're too fucking loud, shut up!" Not literally, but essentially. And then 3 years later, when I started playing football, and I was actually decent at it, without me on the pitch sounded like this. Nothing. It sounded like a complete silent Saturday morning. Maybe you'd hear the birds and the cars go past, but with me on the pitch, it wasn't quiet. Sometimes the other team tried to start whistling, or one of their players or the liner or whatever it is tried to start whistling to distract our communication. But with me on the pitch and my ignorant cone of vision only onto what I focus in on and care about, first off, I didn't hear the man singing or whistling, the prick over on the sideline. Second off, I kept on going. I kept talking, I kept leading the team from the front, from the back. It didn't matter where I was midfield, I was everywhere. I kept leading us. And obviously, you probably know my power by now. Because modern day, I'm here sitting in front of the camera being able to speak to you. My power, blessed from God, has always been speaking. I've always been known as talkative, a waffler, a rambler, or whatever random words they use nowadays. Waffle was like the old word. Fuck knows what you say nowadays. But basically, I always have something to say. I'm always talking. Yapper, that's the word. Don't know why it came to me. I'm a yapper. But I don't just yap about random shit. God blessed me with the superpower of talking. Not to just be talking about the TikTok brain rots that you lot experience, but to be talking about you with ways that are going to improve your life. God has given me a sign. He has shown me all through my childhood how powerful of a speaker I can be and how powerful of a leader I can be. I always used to think of things to say before football, and it still happens now. I think of a pre-match speech to give. I think of some corny saying to say, like, "Teamwork makes the dream work." Because I thought I was the original maker of that one. I'd always think of something. I'd always be talkative. And without speaking, if I just went silent, I'd actually do worse. I'd do worse at football. I'd do worse at tests. I'd do worse at school. I'd do worse everywhere if I'm just quiet. The moment I'm speaking, I'm at my best. Without talking, I am at my lowest. I am shite at everything. God blessed me with talking, almost as fuel to ignite the engine that is of me. Without talking, I have nothing. But this video isn't just for me to ramble on about my powers. It's to try and help you find your powers. Now, to find your powers, it may take decades. It genuinely may take decades. God knows how long it will take. You might find it when you're 5 years old if you're a genius. You might find it when you're 20, you might find it when you're 50. But inevitably, you should find that power. The earlier you find it, the better. Because you begin to utilise it like I do. Speaking is my power, so I speak on YouTube for you. God knows what your power is. You have to find that yourself. Although, I'll do a one-to-one session on Sunday with one person inside of my Discord. Maybe you can ask me, can you help me find my superpower? And I'll do my absolute best. But, apart from that, it's up to you to find your superpower. God bless you with one, just know that. You need to go back over your entire life. And you need to think what happened when you were 3, what happened when you were 4, what happened when you were 5. It could be marginal things, it could be grand things. It could be marginal little things that create one story, like the seasons of football with speaking. I'm a seasoned veteran at leading the team, and I'm still not a captain. Never have been. I've been the loudest on the pitch, never worn the armband. But I don't need an armband to be special. You lot don't need an armband to be special. You don't need to be the official captain to be the actual fucking captain. Lead the team with your voice. You lead your warriors and your brothers into battle with your voice, your absolute exuding confidence. I did say that correctly. Your exuding confidence needs to be able to drag you all the way up to the fucking top. And without that speaking, your confidence will fucking deplete. That's who I am. Who are you? What's your power? Is your power strength that you're yet to find because you are yet to go to the gym? When you were 5 years old, could you give your dad a hard time at an arm wrestle? I don't know, it might be. Your superpower might be strength, your superpower might be hearing. It might be one of the senses, it might be taste. And honestly, it won't just be that. You'll have one super sense, obviously, but we're not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about an actual superpower. And it can be anything. Your superpower might even be video games. And therefore, if you're a video game superpower, you need to make the most out of video games. You need to start recording them. You need to start uploading them. You need to start live streaming them. Because without it, you'll never do anything. You'll just be good at video games forever. Are you going for pro? Because even professionals do content creation now. Do some clips, make a montage. Who gives a fuck? If it's genuinely your superpower, go for it. But don't just think it's your superpower because you're good. Please don't. Don't be an arrogant dickhead trying to find some easy shit superpower. Genuinely use critical analysis. Genuinely sit down and think for 5 minutes. Look back in the past and see every single time God has given you a sign of your superpower. Because He has. He has already at least 3 times in your life. If you're old enough to be in this self-evolution realm, He's given you already 3 signs minimum of this superpower. And it's up to you to take action, brother. If you never find that superpower, you'll never do anything. So, gents, I wish you all stay safe out there. Be strong. Refuse to lose, refuse to quit. Find your superpower. We'll see you tomorrow.